Tonight's Pretenders or Contenders is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I will swing it over to my boy E, see what he thinks first. After everything we've kind of given and the stuff that you've looked up, let us know how you feel, brother. Contenders or Pretenders? As they sit right now.
As they sit right now, I'm going to go with Pretenders. And I say that just because, yes, they have a solid defense, but I still don't know if I'm convinced that their offense is going to be able to beat those good teams. Like I said, because you mentioned Harris, but he's been kind of spotty. He didn't start off the year hot. So is he going to be able to stay consistent?
Right.
So without a running game, I don't know if I can rely on Russell or Fields. Like you've pointed out multiple times, can you rely on their arms? Now, obviously, Russell came out and said, y'all were talking shit. Y'all think Fields should have been starting? Let me show you something. Hold my beer. So, I mean, he did. He played good. But is he going to be able to stay that consistent? And I just don't see them being able to beat teams like the Ravens and being able to take it the long stretch. So I'm going to go with Pretenders.
Matt, what you got? Well, hold on. Let's see. We got Riggs down in the comments. Their offense still isn't sure who they are yet. I agree. I agree. Matt, what do you got, brother?
Yeah, more of the same thing. I think they're Pretenders as well. I mean, E and Rig basically highlighted it. They have no identity on their offense. I already mentioned that they have having quarterback issues. Not like Harris is kind of spotty. Their receivers are definitely hit or miss. But what I will say, when George Pickens is in his A game, he is definitely clutch. But we just haven't seen that yet. We haven't. I'll give you an example. In fantasy leagues, I've seen a lot of people drop him on waivers. So
honestly, I have him in my other league, and I thought about it at one point. But I just have him on my bench sitting there just waiting.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments down here. We'll get right back to you, Matt. Let us know in the comments. What do y'all think? The Steelers, Contenders or Pretenders? Let us know. Let us know what y'all think. We'll put it up on the screen. Go ahead, Matt. Finish your thought, buddy.
Yeah, and then going back to their defensive side, they have a solid defense, but at the same time, there's been teams that have been figuring it. They're getting pretty predictable. The Cowboys were able to figure it out. The struggling Indianapolis Colts, for a while there. I mean, the Jets kept it really close. So I figured that the Jets were potentially going to figure it out, but then the Steelers ended up running away with it. So yeah, down the road for the Steelers, it's going to be a question of can they find their identity on offense? Can their defense continue that dominance? And I honestly think that AFC North is still going to Baltimore. All signs are pointing towards Baltimore.
I like that. I like that take.
Absolutely.
I like that take.
Of course you do.
I'm on the. We're all at the same. We're all at the same page here. They're definitely the Pretenders right now. They have a nice little record. Changing your quarterback midway through the season, I guess I can see where he decided and thought that was a good decision. Najee Harris on the season has 478 rushing yards. Not the greatest, not the worst. So he can do it. And George Pickens, I mean, but if you go into a house with a run-stop defense, what are you doing now? You're relying on Russell Wilson to throw it to George Pickens the entire time?
Mm-hmm.
Because the next person behind them, and I'm not going to try and say this name because I will butcher it to hell because I don't watch the Steelers, is their tight end, Pat
Freiermuth.
There it is. Pat Freiermuth is 200 yards under Pickens.
That's bad.
So you lose a Pickens, or you get we put a good corner, a team with a good corner and safety, or however they're gonna attack him. Now all of a sudden you don't have that guy, and who you do have to throw to?
Exactly.
And like I said, Russell Wilson throws grenades in the air.
Like, it's cool and all that he has a cannon, but at the same time, like, he tosses up, it's a 50-50 ball every time.
Even if they find their identity, Riggs, I don't agree with that because they don't have any other weapons. You can see that they clearly it is Pickens, please, for the love of God, catch this. Najee Harris, run the ball.
And
That's
defenses will pick that out all day.
Yeah. So I'm going to say
film.
Pretenders. It's a clean sweep here with Pretenders. Sorry, Steelers Nation. It is what it is.